Hi everyone, I don't know how to wave. Hi, my name is Allison and my YouTube is Life Gives You Clemens. I do crochet plushies and I had someone ask me to show how I color change because a girl showed how she did on Instagram. Here's her username if you guys want to check it out. And I explained how I do it and someone asked me to do a tutorial. So here I am. This is my first tutorial and my first time using the stand that I have you guys on, so bear with me. But I'm going to show you what I'm using and then I'm going to get into it. Today I'm using these two yarns. I'll put pictures of what they are. The Premier Just Chenille. You can get them at Dollar Tree if you can find them. But I ended up buying the cones. And I'm going to make a bee so you guys can see the color change pretty easily. It's yellow and black. You'll need yarn of your choice. I'm using a 5mm hook. This is the Clover brand. Whichever hook you're using for your project is fine. I have some scissors and then I'll be using one of these stitch markers. I don't know why I blanked at what they're called. I'm doing this pattern by Katiebeingcreative on Ribblr. She also has a YouTube. Please go check out the pattern. I'm not going to do a tutorial for the pattern. I'm just showing you how to color change, how I do. I'm going to start the bee up to the point where I color change so you don't have to watch all that. And then I'll get back with you. Oh, I stepped on the thing and turn the light off. Well, great. Hold on. I'm going to zoom in a little so you can see what I'm doing more. But anyway, I'm back. I apologize if you're in a different angle or lighting because I had some technical difficulties. And of course, I had technical difficulties with the magic ring, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm at the round where I would be color changing the next row. So this row is just single crochet all the way around, and I'm going to speed it up so you don't have to watch that. I change in the last stitch of the row before I change colors. So let me go ahead and do this last round, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So, got my black yarn sitting here, don't need it yet. So, in the V, there's a V at the stitch. I go in the back loop only, so you can still see the front one if you're a beginner. I'll try this with acrylic in another tutorial if that helps. But I go in the back loop only, so I have 2 loops on my hook. I wrap around with the yellow, the original color, and pull through just like I'm going to do a regular stitch. Now I have 2. And instead of completing the stitch, wrapping around and pulling through both like you normally would, you get the new color and lay it across with the cut end, or whatever end you want to call it, facing you. The continuous part of the yarn is obviously on the other side. So you've got the cut piece toward you. Okay, I like to hold on to it, but I hold on to both pieces of the black yarn so it doesn't just slide out. And you finish that stitch with the new color, so you pull through both. So then I'll take my stitch marker out of the first stitch in the next row. And in that first stitch, it's loose, but you'll be able to fix it here in a second. So you go in the first stitch of the next row, you go in the front loop only. I can get it. Okay, so in the front loop only. And don't pull this, the continuous black new color yarn very hard because then you'll just pull it completely out. It'll be loose, so don't worry. I'm right there. But don't pull it hard because then it'll pull the black yarn out. But wrap it around again and pull through both. So you slip stitch there. So I'll go back and show you again. So this is in the last stitch of the last row before you color change. You go in the back loop only, wrap around, pull through, and instead of finishing that with the first color, you put on the new color with the cut part toward you and hold on to both sides. Then you pull through both, like you finish the stitch with that. Then in the first stitch of the next row, the row of the one you need a color change to, basically, you go in the front loop of that first stitch in the next row, Don't pull too hard because it'll pull the new color completely out. But use the new color, wrap around, pull through, and then pull through that first one too. So you pull through both. You slip stitch there. So pull through both there. And then, so you've got your color change. I'm not going to put the stitch marker there because you'll be able to tell, but you can if you want to. Don't pull this yet until you get back through, because when you get to that last one, it'll be too tight to go in. Follow the pattern for this next row as usual, but it's just single crochet, so I'll go through and do that real quick, and then I'll come back and meet you guys. I've still got these few stitches left, but I wanted to come back and show you so I'm not just like right back at the beginning. So I'm going to finish here. And then here is where you started from. You've got this yellow one, but that's really where you color changed, is that first black one where it's still kind of loose. So you just continue as normal. This one is where it's loose. You can kind of see where it's looser than the rest of them. But just go through both like you normally would a regular single crochet. And so right now it still kind of looks like that jump, but this is where I like to go back to the original color and cut it. A lot of people, they go back and forth if they have to and leave it uncut, but I like to cut it. So I'm going to do that. And then here is where you have the original color that you started with, and then the new color. So like I said, don't pull it taut until this part, because it would have been hard to get in that stitch where it was loose. So now I'm just going to go ahead and go to the next one, so you can see that jump still. But now that you have these, you can just pull the parts that you cut and the part you started with. So I'm going to pull that out so I don't have to have the hook in the way. But I'm going to pull those original colors. There's the yellow. There's the black. I'll flip it over and kind of tug a little bit. Okay, so here's what it looks like now. If you really look, you can see that if I push it out, but I like to go back and tie it there. So there's no way it'll really come loose. And then if you need to, you can pull it again. But there is the color change. Here's what it looks like all the way around. And right here would be where I changed color. I mean, it's a little bit, but it's not anywhere near a different way that I've done before. So I'm not sure you can even see it on camera. But I'm going to do one more round of the black so you can kind of see better. So I'm back. I did a little bit over one more row, but here is the finished product. I'm going to go all the way around once, and then I'll go back and put where I changed the color. Okay, so right here is the color change. Obviously it is a little bit if you really look for it, but it's a lot. Sometimes I even like pull down some after I've got further ahead, and it makes it even less. Like the jog or the jagged look is not there, because this is just regular, and then you can pull it again. It looks like part of it. So there you go. If you guys have any other questions or tutorial ideas, you can just leave those in the comments. I'm going to put this on YouTube and hopefully cut it down some to be on my Instagram, all of my social medias. The link to this pattern and any other information I think you guys need will be in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe, and don't forget to rock on with your bad self.